tell us about what it was like for you before you came to Opportunity Village?
I was kind of stuck in a cycle of, I guess, committing crimes to make ends meet, and I was trying to start a new life, but I couldn't do it in the area that I was in. It wasn't a thing. And my dad was staying here, so he got me a bus ticket here, and it really has changed everything in my life being here, which is interesting to reflect on, trust me.
So where would you be if you weren't here?
No idea. I was living out of a vehicle when I first got here, which was a nightmare. I have a lot of psychological conditions that, you know, make... I was basically on display all the time, like 4 windows on all sides of me, and, you know, it didn't sit well with my head, that's for sure. And so it was a nightmare. I can't really say for sure. I know I'm not, you know, cut out to be living next to the river or anything like that, but I'm definitely grateful for everything the village has done for me since I've been here.
So how is living at Opportunity Village helping you stabilize and get ready to transition into permanent housing?
Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to find work. I've had the opportunity to get into counseling and working with a counselor and actually getting past a lot of trauma that I didn't even realize was a thing until I got here. I've had assistance with getting on OHP and just getting things back to where I can be stable enough on my own to have housing. It was refreshing to get a job finally too. It was very hard for a long time to find work because of my past criminal history and lack of work history because I was too busy running around doing stupid stuff. I didn't have a chance to actually be in any one place and just be. That's one thing that Opportunity Village provided. It gave me a place to just be. I didn't have to worry about all these, you know, factors like where am I going to sleep tonight, where am I going to keep my stuff, where am I going to, you know, how am I going to get my clothes washed, or, you know, that is all provided so that all I had to do is just be, and then from there I could find out what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it. And it's really nice to have a place to be okay.
So where do you hope you see yourself after this?
I actually met somebody since I've been here, and she's actually starting a nonprofit similar to this targeted at youth, which is cool. I mean, a lot of kids, if they run away, they're allowed to run away, and that's okay, but they don't, it's legal to house them. And they need a place that's safe. And it's ridiculous to think that you can't give them a safe place or provide them a safe place unless you jump through all these legal hoops and barricades. And so she's gonna try and offer something like that. And I mean, that's ultimately what we're working towards. And finding housing, of course, for her, because she has 2 disabled kids, and it's hard as a single parent to provide anything for them. But she's doing a good job of it.
Do you think there's a common misunderstanding of homelessness, who experiences it, and can you share your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. One of the common misconceptions about homeless people is that they're all on drugs and that's why they're homeless. What a lot of people don't realize is a lot of people don't get on drugs until they're homeless, because it's hard. The life of a homeless person is so hard that either they're drinking to go to sleep, or they're using drugs to stay awake, or they're using drugs to forget that they're in a situation that is seemingly hopeless. Like it's hard to even imagine coming back from being that low when you're sleeping on the street. I've seen people sleeping in front of storefronts with just a blanket over them. I've seen people with all their stuff trying to keep it all together, and they look frantic, and it's because the state of mind that it puts you in is, it's you against the world. That's not ever any place you want to be.
So why do you think it's important that shelter options like Opportunity Village are available for people in our community who are navigating homelessness?
Well, without options, you can't expect anything to actually, like, how can you expect somebody to come from the lowest tier of society and get back on their feet and get back into society in any productive or, you know, sustainable manner. Like how can you expect somebody to come back from nothing without any kind of hand up? And I know it seems ridiculous to think that they need a hand up, but like until you've been there, you don't, like, I don't know. It's really hard to even survive off of food stamps when you're living on the street, because guess what? You're going to be eating, you know, non-perishable food items and stuff that you can make really quick, and you don't have a kitchen or anything. So all of a sudden the price of everything's going to go up because you're going to be getting stuff at gas stations that's already pre-cooked, or, you know, whatever. It's a hard way to live. It's a really hard way to live.
Can you tell us about what it was like before you came to Opportunity Village?
Yeah. I'm in a weird situation. It's, I would say, to put it correctly, I really have that saying, less is more. I had more, but it was at a time with my kids. And what I had, I just passed it to them.
Where do you hope to see yourself after this?
I don't know. You see, I'm an extreme person in the here and now with a command view of the soon to be, and that's all I live. I keep that simple tone, so I don't worry about what's in the past, because that's gone. I can't change that. And the future hasn't happened yet, so I'm not going to bust my brains thinking about it, so until it happens.
Do you think that there's a common misunderstanding of homelessness and who experiences it?
Well, everywhere where you go in the United States, in this lower 48, it doesn't matter what city, what village, what hamlet, what town, you're going to have someone destitute and living on the street. It's how the system is paired up for it right now.
Why do you think it's important that shelter options like Opportunity Village are available for people in our community who are navigating homelessness?
Well, because homelessness is going to be a major reality. Remember when they said to have a lower class? Homelessness never had a class, right? Based upon the current situations and what's going to happen, if you can see the scenarios happen, homelessness will have a class of its own. It'll be like the new lower class, because basically everything is going to cost too damn high. There's people in the cities right now living in their cars and got full-time jobs. So what that tells you right there, people living on the street, that's just going to be the new lower class. You know, if you want to be middle class, then you're going to have to be living inside, but they are going to be struggling as just more like 1-2 paychecks away from being on the street. And that's going to be like the common man's reality there. Either someone's going to have all the money, or someone's going to have no money at all. Now, if I can see any positive solutions coming out of this, I would love to stand up and salute it, but right now I don't see any solutions coming up. Therefore, you have to use unconventional measures for this. It's something that you could think outside the box. That's why it was considered, see, this community right here, if you realize it's something outside the box. You know, this is something people go now go, wow, yes, you can do that, can you? Something outside the box. You have to have more outside the box thinking.
Before we got here to Opportunity Village, we were in a van. My husband worked the entire time we were homeless, which was about a year, and it was difficult. I would go to the library and I would go look for places to find a place for us. Even so that he had income and I didn't, it paid for the gas, it paid to eat, and it was very difficult. We were willing to do whatever it took to find a place, and we didn't know about this place. But we finally went to the mission and I found a pamphlet, and we walked over here and put the application in, and we got a call back. And it saved us. It really did. I can't imagine where we'd be right now without Opportunity Village.
Was there anything that surprised you about being here?
The staff. I think that the staff surprised me. How kind and compassionate staff are here. Willing to go the extra mile to help you find the resources you need, to help you provide the resources you need, and to help you accomplish what it is you need to achieve in order to move on from here.
So I know that you already said that you don't know where you would be without this place. The next question I have is, where would you be if you weren't here?
Knowing myself, I know I'm a very determined person, but considering what the economic, everything with COVID and everything going on out here, I don't know. It came after we got here, COVID, but considering what was going on already, I really don't know what our options would have been. It would probably been the same, except for my husband's a seasonal worker, painter. I don't know what it would have been like during the fall. It would have been much worse. I know that the resources out there are far less. I only hope that there are more opportunities like Opportunity Village out there.
How is living at Opportunity Village helping you stabilize and get ready to transition into permanent housing?
It's helped us to come up with a plan and our goals with the housing coordinator, and we pretty much have already done everything we needed in our plan, save for his last hip replacement surgery. COVID kind of came in, but I'm waiting for my final decision for Social Security disability, and it could take up to another 60 days. That is the only thing that has not come along to plan so far. I mean, as far as the decision. But I feel where there's a will, there's a way. We'll figure it out one way or another. But without being able to come up with a goal, a plan to achieve these goals, it's hard to do that when you're in a van and you have no idea what you're going to do the next day. It's very hard. So it was very easy to simplify that when you really know what you need to do in order to accomplish those goals.
So where do you hope to see yourself after this?
I hope to see us in our own home. Beyond that, I have very, very deep-rooted love for this place. I want to give back any way I can. I do what I can all the time. I feel very strongly for, SquareOne, and I'll do anything I can to help, and I hope anybody else can.
Do you think there's a common misunderstanding of homelessness and who experiences it? Can you share your thoughts on this?
Yes, I think people think homelessness is the drunk on the corner, the drug addict, the people that want to try to just get what they can for free and not do the work. That old saying, one paycheck away, it's actually true. That's all that happened with us. It was one paycheck away, being laid off, and I don't know anybody that would want to be homeless, but I do know me and my husband or our team, we're willing to do what it takes to do the work. And as long as there is an avenue to do that, I don't see that anybody couldn't accomplish the goals they set out to do, become stable. That's what our goal is, to be stable, to have a home, everybody has a family, I'd hope, somewhere, and that's what's important. To have a home, have family, have an income, and to be productive.
Why do you think it's important that shelter options like Opportunity Village are available for people in our community who are navigating homelessness?
Because without Opportunity Village, people are going to slide far farther through the cracks. You know, I believe that you just have to really navigate what you can through this, you know, system as far as what's available, and not give up. Because I know that if not for Opportunity Village, we were at that edge, at that very, very edge, where there was nothing left. There's not the programs. I used to work for St. Vincent de Paul. I worked for Goodwill. I loved working with the handicapped. But then at the end of the day, when it happens to you, and at this day and age, the opportunity is not there. So whatever you can do to help yourself, if you can find it, especially with a program like Opportunity Village, they give you all you need, all the tools that you can use in order to help yourself. And I highly recommend Opportunity Village. Anybody that can help, you know, I'm there for them, and I hope anybody else that's out there listening to this will realize that this is one of a kind program.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about your time here?
Me and my husband are highly motivated, and just want to get back to a life where we can concentrate on our kids and grandkids. We're willing to do the work, and we just want to move on. If not for this place, it wouldn't have happened.